And hello everyone. Welcome to Lay Livestream. We're drawing more Neptune today. I better have your pudding. God damn it. The one thing I forget is the pudding. Hey, we'll have it tomorrow, right? That's what it's all about, right? It shouldn't matter if as long as we have the pudding for tomorrow. Do I have any actually pudding things in here? Now I think about it. I got this Jelly Belly thing that has like a bunch of like sweet flavors in it. There's smoothies and ice cream in this one. There is a Dr. Popper, a Dr. Popper flavored jelly bean in here though. You're almost a half hour late. You didn't bother getting the pudding. Hey, how about that, Pansy? Let's try out the Dr. Pepper jelly beans, so we can at least get something Neptune themed out of the way. I think it's not the blue ones, it's these ones. It does taste like Dr. Pepper, I can assure you. As a man who has drank many... excuse me. As a man who has drank many Dr. Peppers, it is definitely a familiar taste. So welcome to the live stream. We're playing... Or now we're not playing anything. We're drawing Build Neptune again. I'm gonna put Zuka back down here again. As you can see, I decided to draw an accurate representation of basically me every night when I sleep in bed. I have my little guy holding my Neptune body pillow. She roughly looks like that in a stick figure form. A stick figure drawing of you cuddling your Neptune body is adorable, not gonna lie. Thank you. I think it's pretty accurate. Alright. I of course must worship her every night by holding her in my embrace. So, let's get into today's schedule. I drew it up before the stream and everything. It's gonna be a shorter week this week because I do have a, as you can see from the top here, I have a little water park vacation going on throughout the week, Wednesday and Thursday. So I won't be able to do the streams those days, but we'll still have everything else going on these days. So Tuesday is our regular Neptune, but this time we're actually instead of doing our regular playthrough that we've been doing, I want to go back to Rebirth 1 because it's going to be the anniversary since we started the series on the channel. And I thought it might be a nice little nod to go back to where it all started and play around more with the completion of and such of that game. So that's my plan for tomorrow. I forget what number it would be too. I think we ended on like number 11 or 10 of the series. Corey, you're mad for going to a water park in December. Okay, it's an indoor water park. If that makes it any better, we're going to one of the indoor water parks by our area. So it'll be pretty warm in there. Don't worry. But yeah, so that's what's gonna go on tomorrow. Friday, once I get back, I'll be doing the video game waifu tier list that I meant to do last week, but I didn't do much last week because I came down with a fever and I didn't really feel too good, and so I just decided to take it easy for that weekend until I was able to get back on my feet, and lo and behold, here I am. That makes sense, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna try the video game waifu tier list out again this Friday. Saturday, where by the way, I have decided to discontinue the Pokemon playthrough, mostly just because I don't really see much of a reason to keep playing it on the stream. I'll play it for sure more in my spare time. Corey had the corona. No, I did test myself. I don't have the COVID. And I made sure that wasn't it. But yeah, well, we're gonna, so instead of the Pokemon playthrough that we usually do, we're gonna try out getting some of these other games done that I've been wanting to get down for a while, which is of course Simulacra. I've been kind of wanting to finish it ever since I've started back in October, so I'll be curious to see how the first one ends, and then we'll do the second one probably we'll either do the second one after this one's done, depending on how long it takes, or we'll just do it in the next stream. Still devastated that we ended the Pokemon series. Yeah, I know. It's okay, we can play it on our own. It's not like that we won't play it, because I'll still play the game in my spare time. I've always kind of just played Pokemon games on my own, because I feel like that's like the better way to do it. And the only one I'm thinking about streaming, actually, though, is the Arceus game when it comes out, because that's like a very different Pokemon game. So I wouldn't mind doing my first reactions and such to that. And then Sunday, we're going to be doing more Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. We're getting into the second investigation with that one, so that's going to be cool to see what happened there. Also, Rip Chihiro. Monday, we are going to try drawing furry heads, because I'm apparently very terrible at it. I know how to draw a Sonic style pretty well in terms of furry art, but I've never done like actual furry art yet. And of course, the main thing that you need to get a furry style going is to be able to draw the heads of the creatures. So, especially because now I'm getting a lot more characters who are technically furry in my canon. So I want to be able to know how to draw them pretty well. So we're gonna try out just practicing it out, see how well it goes, how well it all develops. Yes, we're gonna do furry art now. Hell yeah. When are we going to do that Pokemon randomizer race? Probably after I'm done with the Sonic randomizer when I get to it, because that's gonna be that's one of the things I can't do this week because of the vacation is the randomizer. But yeah, once I'm done with Kingdom Hearts randomizer, I'll go into Sonic randomizer, and that one shouldn't be too long. Once I get done with that, then I'll then we can do the Pokemon one. Now we can draw our characters in their furry forms. Yes, indeed. I have a couple of furry characters already, and I just want to make sure that I can get them done, get them down pretty well. And also, yeah, so I can do furry art of more of my other characters as well too. I like to get more into a practice of doing that kind of stuff again. Yeah, that's gonna be the schedule for the most part. I keep forgetting to do this every time I do this, but yeah, here's the whole thing unblocked by my head. Alright, so yeah, we'll get into all this and throughout the day. For now, let's get back to this drawing now, shall we? So as you can see, we made some pretty good progress on the Neptune drawing. We basically have already done her first form here. Now I just need to draw her victory outfit, which will be very interesting to try out. It's basically a lot, not a lot changes with it, except she doesn't have like the furry things down here on her leggings, and like, of course, most of the dress is what's different. But she even keeps the same shoes and everything too, so not too much down below changes, but the top definitely changes. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. Let me also get another one of these. These are pretty good, actually. I mentioned that I love the Haze soundtrack. It's very good. Alright. So let's see, yeah, to get started with this. Let's first take this outfit off here. And then we need to draw the new one. But yeah, we first need to draw the new one by doing the sketch. Alright, so victory outfit sketch. Lewd. Hey, she's not actually naked. She's only as naked as you imagine her to be. Alright. So looks like, let's see, let's just draw some of the lines that we kind of need to over here. So this is where her sleeves kind of go to. No clothes equals naked. Naked equals lewd. Shh. It's not showing. It'll be fine. Okay. And actually, we'll show like a little bit of the thing here. And yeah, like right about here is where the big button here is. And right about here goes down to here. You want to talk about lewd though, Pansy? You should see that body pillow. The body pillow is quite lewd. Show us. I don't think I can. I think that'll go against Twitch TOS. Yeah, but see, it looks like the skirt is basically kind of like the same as it was before too, or like kind of like her thing was before, where it kind of just barely covers her crotch, just like barely. See, I think we'll make the line of it right across here. But if we ever meet up, I want to have some cuddles with Nep Nep. Well, of course. I wouldn't mind that. It is very soft. Oh, there you go. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I just realized I don't know why I never really noticed this before, but yeah, like, just like her hoodie, her skirt has like a little pocket for her hands right in the front. That's kind of interesting. It kind of makes sense that she wants that as part of her skirt. Somewhere to keep her emergency pudding. Yes, very much indeed. Bow, bow, bow. Also, this little vest that she wears is kind of like a mini version of her hoodie. I've noticed. She like wears the skirt underneath it, and then or like yeah, she wears like the little dress underneath it, and then wears like the vest like the hoodie like vest over it. Boo doo boo. Ba-dong. Boo doo boo. Ba-dong. Alright, hold on. There you go. But see, yeah, I might have to redraw some parts from the old suit. Because some of them do say the same. Like this thing here. She still has this collar on. Ba-da-ba-dam-bow. Same with these things too. These things still stay on too. I wonder how much pudding sales went up ever since Neptunia series was first launched. Yeah, no, right? I imagine in Japan quite a lot as well, too. Oh yeah, and then she has also the same shoes on, from I remember, too. I should technically even wonder if I need to draw these here like this again. Since I'm probably just gonna retrace over this little part here again with the one drawing. Actually, that's what I'll probably do. Okay, base outfit. Oh yeah, you also can't forget the little Nep symbol inside of this. Okay. Okay, it looks like the hoodie's almost mostly the same. Just without the little ring on top of here. Boom, boom, dong, dong, dong. Yeah, like right about there. Okay, and then it's like this. And then that goes up around. Looks like it basically kind of cuts up around up here. Boom, 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 boom. And then she kind of has like a little thing going across the chest right about here-ish. Slightly unzipped. That's where the button for the zipper actually starts, huh? It looks like. Yeah. Bless you. This is Undertale and this music. What's up, Nep music? We've already discussed this, Pansy. There's a reason I can't do it. If I like own like some of the discs or something on my Steam or whatever too, I'll play through that, but I don't. Developer spot stock in every major company that's all pudding before launch, and now they're sitting on a pile of stonks. Yeah, I believe it. Oh yeah, I also gotta draw her little ring on here too. Oh, that's right. I also gotta draw the sword. Just to remember that little detail of what I did before. Da 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 da. Okay, yeah, but say, I think for the most part, that's, oh, no, that's right. There's a little bit more details I did forget about. We got the sleeve stripe right here and right here. Do 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 do. Bow. Da 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 down. Ba da down 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 down. Dong 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 dig 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 dong. Dig 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 ding 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 ding. Yeah, she's got the little holes right here for her zipper, for her little ties, little USB ties. And they go about down here. Skip. How dare you? Yeah, wait, listen to the guy. This is crazy, man. Freaking beatboxing. Ooh. We even got some scat. Okay. And yeah, now we just need the lines at the bottom too. Also, I think right about, yeah, because there's a little bit of leeway for the white as well too. It's right about here the white will end. And then we got our first stripe. Wait a minute. It looks like that needs to be way higher, doesn't it? Yeah, it needs to be like way higher. There we go. That should be better. It's either that or it needs to be smaller. It's actually pretty good size. I think that's fine. Okay, I think I got everything on it drawn. Yeah, it looks like it, basically. Now I just need to redraw it. Also, yeah, we're gonna have this... Actually, we'll have this on for the things that I know that I need to draw again on it. Actually, no, we'll do that first, actually. We'll do the parts that I know need to get done with this first. Alright, victory, outfit, drawing. Oh, whoops. Is this a 3-point drawing? No, this is 5-point, huh? Yeah, this is 5-point. I forgot I made a 5-point. Okay, then. That works. I could have just copied these over from the old drawing, but they kind of make it match and look just slightly different. I will just redraw them. Also, I'm pretty sure Pansy would not approve of the cheating. Okay, not bad too far so far. Now we need to do this. Hey, how's your day by the one been, by the way, Pansy? I forgot to ask. Bonk bong bong. Bonk bong bong. Okay. Okay, cool. That was fine. It's like any normal day that you have during work, you know. Actually, I think something that would help here. Put these things down a little bit. There we go. That might help a bit. Bound to bound, no, no, no. That should be fine. Should make it like fold in a little bit more because it's like the arms going up more. Yeah, it's its own thing. Yes. Mm-hmm. That just 2. Yeah, it's just only 2. Okay. So many like little details in this outfit. Makes it very interesting to draw though, because like there's a lot of parts to it. The stuff I draw is a lot simpler than this. So it's very curious seeing like how you, the difference between styles. How's it end on her thing? It goes all the way down till the white part. And it's just like, yeah, it's just like that. Okay. Up and down all around. Right now. Up and down all around. Yeah, actually, let's say this one's a weird one to draw. Yeah, I think it's better just to do that. Alright, I think that's basically her victory outfit done. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Now I just want to clean up the lines a little bit, and then we'll be peachy. Thank you for the Dorito Pansy. Most of the line looks pretty clean, actually. Except for maybe like right in here. Oh, I see. But something about that looks weird. Whoa, wow, wow. Yeah, most of it's pretty clean. It's only really where the lines intersect at where it starts to get a little bit iffy. I think we're good though. Alright, let's turn this all back up. As well as this. There we go. Alright, so yeah, now we got her victory outfit, and we got her base outfit, which just needs to be turned back up. Both outfits done. Okay. The only thing I want to do on her is on the body line art. Yeah, just a little divots for her chest marks. Alright, now for the fun part, the coloring stage. Oh boy. It's gonna be weird how I do the coloring, because I'm gonna have to color... Yeah, I'm gonna have to color, like, basically everything almost individually. So I'm gonna have, like, 3 separate color layers. Wait, also, we need to draw the sword. They need to be bigger. What do you mean, they? What is the they we are talking about? I mean the chest marks. They're about even to what she has. Bow. So yeah, we still need to draw the sword. So yeah, the sword's gonna be its own thing as well too. Sword sketch. Because right now she's holding a whole lot of nothing. I could be having her holding a spoon, but yeah, I want her to hold the sword. Which is, of course, looks like this. And actually, just so I have it on here. Yeah, just so I have it on here. And I'll bring it right up about here. trace it. No, I wasn't gonna trace it. I just wanted to bring it a little bit closer so I can reference it a little bit better. I think you'd know. No. They're fine, Benzie. I know you want her to be bigger, but she you can't judge a girl by her cup size. In the wise words of Neptune, you cannot judge a girl by her cup size. Okay, let me say it looks mostly like it's kind of like a circle, but with a little bit of stuff on the side of this part here. So. Ba-da-bow, ba-da-bow, ba-da-bow. I don't know if you actually will even be able to see the whole sword. You might not, actually. Or at least from this pose. What if we... I am drawing on the sword layer. Hold on a second. I am drawing on the sword layer. Alright, yeah, cut that. Okay, now it's on the right layer. I think I can. How dare you? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna select basically everything here, so it all goes within me. Now we're gonna move her over to right about right about there. Also, I'm surprised, Pansy. I thought you would be against tracing. That's probably about as long as it is. It's actually a little bit longer than I expected it to be. I think that's about good in terms of size. Yeah, you'll get it, I think. I changed my stance on it. Yeah. Well, at least with something this complicated, I could see why. Still, I'm gonna give it a good try. Alright, it's got like a little bit of a circle here for in between everything. Also, actually, so I can reference this a little bit better, how it's angled, we're gonna just... There we go. That's a bit better. Well, actually, when I look at it like this... Yeah, see how it's kind of three-dimensional is, actually, too. So it actually might be a little bit thicker than that. I'm also kind of actually okay with it being at that angle, so I think this is fine. I think it's actually pretty complicated now I look at it. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Alright. That looks about right. Kinda looks like a little bit of a mess, but it's about pretty much as close as I can get. Put a little end symbol on it and then you're good. The end is the only thing that matters in the sword. Yeah, it seems like it. Oh yeah, and then it has like this little thing on it too. There we go. Alright, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make sense of that. Alright, now I'm gonna put this back onto this layer. Behind everything else, yeah. It's funny too, a lot of this quality that I've drawn with the sketches right here is gonna get completely lost when I start doing the actual, the drawing of it. But let's see. Let's see how much of it sticks. We might have to do a part 3 of the drawing. What do you mean we'll have to do a part 3? I probably just won't shade it, honestly. I think if I just do flat color, it'll all come out fine. I know you want to see more drawing Neptune, Pansy, but I think I have a good feeling we'll get it done today. Now I think about it, actually. I'm pretty sure this part was a little bit smaller than that. Yeah, because I think... Yeah, we have enough to get that, like, little line in between. Because I know there's, like, a line that draws the N, in here. Which is mainly what I want to get in there anyways. There you go. Rest I could kind of give a shit about. There you go. Now, if only we can draw a straight line. There you go. Wow. Imagine being able to draw a straight line. Yeah, I know, right? It'd be great. I like having that ability. Actually, yeah, right about there. And it goes whoop. Yeah, and then this little line connects right up here. Wee. Oh, nope. God. That's a tight line to draw. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that works. It's basically what it looks like. Yeah, this whole part kind of looks a little bit messy, but it's fine. I think it's still fine. Yeah, because of the angle of it, you kind of have to assume it is at that angle, too. Because, like, it would be too short of a sword if that was the case. Yeah, so she's kind of a... That's kind of like how the angle I'm going at for with this is that she's not really holding it straight to her side. She's kind of holding it a little bit behind her. Oh yeah, let's actually just like, let's grab everything again. And this time, let's just kind of center it more toward on the screen. That's a little bit better. Alright, so now that she's drawn, we need to start doing the coloring, which we'll get into the coloring right after I use the bathroom, which actually I think I still have my thing here. I do. There we go. Alright, so yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Alright, I am back, and I have pumpkin pie. As you guys can see here. Thank you. So I'm just gonna take a small pie break as we talk. I do like how this is coming along though. I think we'll finish up the flat color, and then we'll probably be done with it. Because the way I'm doing the flat coloring is a little bit weird, because it has to go over some of the colors have to go so over some of the parts of it, and some of them don't. Oh, pie, yeah. You should do more Nep-related drawings. I plan to. I want to make it like a personal goal of mine to draw every single Neptunia character. At least the main ones. I don't know about all the like the little side people. But like, everyone who can become a party member, I would say probably is someone I want to draw. This may take a while. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it all in a row, but I do eventually like want to do it. I want to draw everyone. We've already drawn Kampa, and now we're drawing Neptune. I think my next one I'm gonna do is Iffy, or IF. I-chan. And then most likely after that, I'll probably finish it off with the main four goddesses. And then every one of their HDD forms as well, too. The HDD forms are going to be kind of interesting to draw. Also, by the way, Pansy, because we're about to do the coloring, would it be cheating if I took the colors directly from the reference? Or should I try to reference, or should I try to like match them as close as I can by eye? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I should be fine by just taking the colors from the picture. Because either way, it's not going to look exactly like the picture anyways. Since it's a different style, and it's also shaded differently. So that way I get colors that are better toward her to actually her or a lot more. Not thinking about it. Yeah, there's not really much of a difference in their skin tone. I was wondering if the colors changed throughout the games or not. Yeah, no, her hair color, her body color, and the other stuff down there kind of basically stay the same the whole time. Yeah, most of it should be fine. But ever since I found out that one technique, the coloring is a lot easier to do now. So it shouldn't take that long to do the coloring. Coloring has actually become the most easiest part now. The pie is very cold. Which makes sense because it kind of just came from the refrigerator. Questions you've been practicing for a year as well. Okay. Yes, here, let's just bring the whole blanket over this. There we go. Oh yeah. You know your pie is cold when your soda tastes warmer than it. Actually, I'm not drinking soda. I'm drinking the Polar Pop Icy. Yeah, when your drink is warmer than the dessert, yeah, that's how you know it's pretty cold. Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, we don't need this just yet. Is Victoria furry from still a rabbit, or are you plan to change her? I was gonna make it a cat. I did originally make her a rabbit, but the more I thought about it, and the more we did like role plays and everything of it too, I do agree that she's kind of more of a cat. So, especially in terms of her like personality and everything too. See, I think just a simple black cat is probably good for her. I do want to make someone a bunny, though. I'm not sure who, though. Probably someone very excitable. And jumpy. Okay, so now we gotta do the colors. We're gonna put them down here. Body colors. So yeah, we should start with the body colors. For obvious reasons. Jessica fits that description, you think? Yeah, see, I thought about that. That could be actually kind of good for her and their sisters too, I think. I can see them being more bunnies, and the original thing I wanted them to be was Labradors, but I think that's because I was mostly mirroring what Cody was. Cody's very much like a dog, so I have him basically just as a husky. But yeah, I think either a Labrador, I'm not sure actually, because I think Spike could definitely be a husky, or something along those lines at least. So yeah, maybe Jessica and her sisters probably. I would say those are probably the best bet. let that down, let that down, let that. Okay, and then this should get her whole body. Select, modify, expand to pixel. Since it's 5 point, we can probably get away with 2 pixels worth. Yeah, I think so. And I think her body is part, yeah, the hair is part of the body as well too, so. Since you're gonna practice for your art next week, you should probably try to remake the furry forms and stream as well. Yeah. At least what I might do is I might look through all my characters and think about all the forms that I want to draw them in. Because I want to at least get down the heads of the things I'm going to be working on the most. Because I know I have some foxes and some dogs, and then I have the bunnies now as well too, and some cats. I also have my shark girl who is canon to my thing too, and my bird girl. So, yeah. I at least want to get most of those down. Yeah, let's do 2 pixels. It's weird when you see it in flat color because the shading really makes all the difference to that hair right there. That's the color for hair right there. Huh. Alright, now to draw everything else over her. Do some go practice as well. But now that cringy Undertale go for him. Yeah, I got you. The go would not be a bad idea too. Okay. Okay, we got the body colors down fairly well now to a point. Except for her mouth. Yeah, we can do her mouth quickly. Oh yeah, and her eyes. Alright, now the hard part is going to be getting her eye, because her eye has like 5 different colors inside of it. It looks like for the most part, it's about this color right here, though. Yeah, she has very purple eyes. By the way, that's something I've noticed about the anime style ever since I started doing Mies from Utopia. They go fucking ham on the eyes. Like, usually the eyes are the most detailed part of the whole drawing. You have the simple little face, and you have the eyes with like all these little different textures and shines and everything in them. It's ridiculous. Alright, now I think we gotta do the outfits that she has on. So we'll start with her normal outfit, her base outfit. Alright, base outfit, colors. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, now to assign all these colors. I never drew the stripes on it like these things here. Also because I feel like that would take away from a lot of it, so yeah, I was just gonna do the colors on that one. Almost anime artists put so much details in the eyes. I'm not sure. It looks very nice, but like, they do so much with it. Yeah, I'll have to figure out another way to do that one. That's fine. Actually, we can do that too. I just realized also with the victory outfit, I never actually put the little stocking overlay on this too. I need to do that too. And then these are the same white too. As well as this, and this, and this. And obviously this as well too. Alright, and this is basically white, right? Like, I'm not sure if this color is any different than actual white. No, it's just actually white. Okay, cool. Oh, whoops. I forgot to make those white too. Oh, and then of course this thing too. And the... Oh my god, I missed so many things that were white. That's open, so yeah, that's gonna get everything else. Okay. Yeah, those two. Okay. Oh, and of course, I forgot these things too. Rest of that we can probably do by... Actually, that's fine. Luckily, a lot of these do share the same colors, it looks like. Yeah, like a lot of her outfit does share the same colors, so that's actually a lot easier for me. Like this little eggplant color right here gets done on basically these things, but it's also on her little sleeves here. Wah 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 wah. And it's also the N on her necklace. And also, it's... Yeah, it's also her shoes. It's already starting to kind of come together. And what is this one? Really went crazy on this last part of the song here. Actually, can we call that the same color as the stockings here? I think we can. I think that's basically the same color. The only thing is, yeah, I need to do the stripes myself on those, so yeah. Is it on her shoes though? It looks like too. Yeah, on those parts actually too. Yeah, we'll just color those in later. Oh yeah, the BRB smash is still here. Whoops. Thanks for noticing that, Pansy. I also kind of forgot about it, to be honest. Alright. SLR looks great, actually. Oh yeah, and I also need to do her little D clips. Yeah, I'll make that its own color thing too. Actually, yeah, just so we can get that over with too. We're too busy with the colors that we forgot to address the elephant in the room. Yeah, basically. Wait, you don't like the song, Pansy? There we go, now they're all good. Not at all? Okay. Actually, yeah, since we're going at it with the white. I also realized the color is cutting off the finger right here, which I can mask that out, that's fine. Actually, I think a better way to go about it is maybe... Oh no, actually, yeah, because the hand needs to be in front of everything. That's the tricky part, huh? Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Da 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 da. Actually, what I might do instead, because it's cutting off the drawing as well too. But at least make it so the drawing stays above everything. Oh no, wait, no, that's right. It can't, because that. Yeah, the hand's a special case. Okay then. I'll have to just mask around the little parts here then. She lost part of her finger. Yeah, we'll fix it. It's a little strange at the moment, but we'll get it. Wait a minute, it was also because I did that. No, that is just because of that. Okay, yeah. Alright, her face is also kind of a part of the body, isn't it too? Damn it. Yeah, it's gonna be weird because I'm gonna have to like cut out certain parts, but not all of them. Everything else looks pretty fine though, so for the most part. Oh yeah, there was a part here I needed to do with the teal color. Yeah, and then I got this little part down here too, the pink. Oh no, wait, no, it's not that part. It's the strips. Yeah. Those actually all need to be done with white. Same with that part, right? Yeah, the inside, that's white too. I notice there might be some of the foot stuff underneath it, so just rub over it just in case. Okay, we're good. Do 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 do. Bow 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 bow. Boom 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 do 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 do. Bow ba da bow bow ba da bow bow. Bow bow. Forgot that my headphones are also under this. There we go. Oh yeah, and the other thing we need to do is the stripes on all the little parts here. Okay. Alright, it's taking a little bit longer than I expected it to, but we're almost done with it. At least with Neptune's part, because we also gotta color the sword, and then we just gotta color the victory outfit. Stripes are a little bit smaller than that, but they'll get this. They'll get the idea. I tried kind of drawing them as thick as they were, but I kind of forgot that she doesn't have as long as legs technically, so I should have made them a bit thinner. Alright. Oh yeah. I also need to do the pudding. Not that. Pudding is very easy to do though. All we need is I would say this color for the base. Bow, bow, bow. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to put the pudding colors underneath her things. And then, yeah, a brown one over it. There we go. Alright, and now we need a sword again. Hello, sword. Alright, let's get the blue part of the blade first. Select, modify, expand to. Most of the rest of it is white, except for that purple part right there. wow, 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 wow. Yeah, you can still tell what it is at least, so that's good. It's mostly just what I want from that sword. Alright, now we got all that done. Let us get that. Actually, I think I feel like what I can do also, actually, now thinking about it, just because I feel like this is a thing that's going to come up quite often with that little part of the hand. Where is it? Body. There you go. There you go. And then the body line art. Yeah, you guys can't see it yet because I haven't moved the layers yet, but I'm just taking this hand part and just putting it on, copying it and putting it on top. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, now all we need to do is just erase the little parts here. And we'll be good. Anything doesn't have to do with the hand doesn't need to be there. I also did forget that I made the hair technically in front of it, which technically shouldn't be. Oh yeah, hand colors. I see the I have those behind the thing and when they should be in front actually. Crap, I'm gonna have to bring the hair forward too, aren't I? God damn it. No, not it all stays. Where's the body liner though? Just a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Damn. Because some of the parts of the body do go in front of the clothes, and some of them don't. So I have to make those outliers fit in here. Yeah, fuck it. Just recolor it in. Also forgot to do the rest of her hair in the back too. Also, yeah, we need to get the eyes here a little bit white too. Yeah, we also didn't get these little areas right up here. I was literally just about to play the same song again because I heard the same intro. I was just like, hello there. The only thing that's bothering me now is the the hair being in front of the hand. Also, those weren't even, it looks like, too. There you go. Now, what is this? Is that part of the hand line art? It is. Okay. I need to get rid of that. Now she's fixed up. As she should be. Okay. Ooh, it only took us that long to get that colored. Oh boy. Now we just need to get the other one. Okay. So now here's gonna be the interesting part now. Actually, since we got this one basically done here, where did I ever put my thing down? No, I don't think so. Okay. Let's put my signature down first, and then quickly export this part, so we have it. Woo! Also, I'm not sure where to put it. I'm thinking maybe along the sword, or maybe just like down here. Or I could put it up in this empty space right here. I think that might be a better bet. You have enough time for the other one? I mean, I'm past time technically already, but I should. I do want to get this done tonight anyway, so it's fine. I don't mind going over time for a little bit. Besides, I wouldn't want to leave it just on the one since I put so much work into the other one as well. Da 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 da. All night stream park. Not all night. Don't you be putting words in my mouth, sir. I said just a little bit more. It'll only take a little bit more anyways. And I need to work tomorrow. So I can't be staying up all night. But yeah, now I got this little outfit here done. Now we just need to get this one done. Which, this is basically the same thing, except instead of this and this on. Oh, hello there. Hold on, we should probably keep that on for a second. Just so that it doesn't look too weird, huh? It looks weirder now since it's now all colored in. Where's the other one? Victory outfit, there you are. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, like, it could be interpreted that way. Body, no wait. Oh, I put the sketch on. That's why. Okay, there we go. Victory outfit colors. Alright, now for the fun-filled part of this. Oh boy. Yeah, let's do all the white first. That's right, I told myself I was gonna do that too. Alright, I'll do that in 1 second. Trying to draw it that close is actually pretty difficult. Bow, bow, do, do. Do. Do, do. Do. Boo-doo. 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 Is there anything else on her? Was that's that color? It's just almost like that, but I don't think it is quite it. Yeah, it's like a darker shade. Oh, these things are though. Yeah, it's that second stripe on her. Technically first stripe, but yeah. Yeah, it is darker. You can definitely tell. Ba da ba da ba da da ba da dong da 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 dong. I think everything else I gotta kind of do by hand. It seems like it. All right. Boom, 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 ba-da-dow. I'm gonna have to clean some of those little lines up there, but it'll be fine. Actually, no, yeah, I will make it this one. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Oh, your things are actually like this. I didn't even notice that. Boom, 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 boom. It's really hard to tell in some of these parts, but yeah, some of this is still skin, so I had to color it in. Wow, 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 wow. Wah 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 da da wah 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 wah. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Actually, yeah, this was white too because this is part of the sleeve. Oh yeah, I forgot about this little part here too. Whoops. Boom, boodle-doo. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Do, 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 do. And there you go. It's almost there. Just gonna need to borrow this color again for the shoes. I remember, I think this might be Outrun Bay. I know, it's Sega Ages. Okay, no, I was completely wrong. Yeah, this is the Ages stage. Na, na, na. also a lot shorter than I remember it being. Na 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 na. Da 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 na 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 na. Da 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 da. Boom ba da da. Whoa 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 whoa. Da 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 na 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 no no. I certainly expected to take it, and certainly expected to take this long tonight. But I'm at least glad that we're finally getting there. I mostly didn't prepare for the complications that would arise by coloring things the way that I was. It at least made it so I didn't have to draw the body over and over again, but at the same time, it is still a little bit complicated to deal with. Also, the other characters do have alternates too for their victory outfits, not including Kamba and IF, so I'll probably have to do the same thing again later in the future. But I'm wondering if I should do it like I did here today, or if I should just kind of just keep the sketches all in their separate things, and then make the drawings included with the body their own kind of thing. I don't know. Some of them are a little bit different than others. I don't know if the hair accessories change on most of them. Neptune's they didn't change at all, but I think some of them might have changed hair accessories. I know at least Blonde does get a different hat. I don't know about the others though. Skip Blonde entirely. Longer the stream, the better. Are you sure about that? Because I like being able to get it done faster, so I can do more streams of different stuff. Also, I know you like the longer streams, Pansy, but I like to sleep. There's always that. I think she's done. Some fucking Ray music right here. I don't really see anything like in between that might be screwed up either. It's filled itself out pretty well. Only thing I might want to change here, yeah, is these little things here. Which I need to figure out what that is. Is that this layer? Yeah, that's this layer. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. That seems good enough. Okay. I mostly just want to clean those up. Oh yeah, also... these little parts right here. I think they were hidden behind the other hoodie that was there before, but they aren't here. I think she's good though. Sleep is for the weak? Exactly. Why do you think I need it? Gaming streams need to be quicker. Oh, I see. The drawing streams are the ones that need to be longer. Yeah, I see how you are, Pansy. What you're saying is I should tailor the stream specifically to you and not bother trying to keep a consistent schedule. Gotcha. I got you. Okay, I think we're done. Unless I can do something maybe with the swords. The sword's like the only thing that I'm kind of thinking I might want to switch up something with. Yeah, because it can go in front of the hand like this. Which I like that. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, that's better. I probably need to fix up the other one just in case too, but it's basically what I want from this one. Not what I meant, but okay. Art takes time, but speedrunning requires you to cut corners and get done as quickly as possible. Yeah, I mean, art always takes time, but there's still stuff that you can do to make the process quicker, which I've been employing a few shortcuts now and then when I can. And for the most part, this is kind of like the process I do with my games and my art. Is I basically just play as long as I play the games and the art as long as I feel like it needs to be done for. I normally don't try to rush anything I do. If it takes that long, then it takes that long. To victory outfit, okay. And yeah, let me check the other one too, just to be safe. Alright, base alpha colors and drawing. Yeah, I don't see any major changes that had to do with this one, so yeah, we can just resave this one too with it. He said he always wanted to speedrun. You gotta have a speedrun mentality. Well, I wanted to try it out before. Doesn't necessarily mean that I wanted to, like, you know, I want to do it in everything I possibly fucking can. Like, I'll try it out at, like, for, like, a Steam, well, for, like, a free day maybe at some point when I get better at a game. But I need to, like, learn the game first to be able to do that. If I'm just doing a regular game playthrough, fuck it. It takes as long as it takes. It takes as long as I need it to. But yeah, I like how these both came out, though. Can't wait to do the rest of the cast. It's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to check on here. Because I felt like I missed it before when I was on here. Yeah, there's the white color right there. Of course. I did forget something on here. Oh yeah, and then these little parts here too. I can fix up real quickly. I knew I was missing something when I was doing this before. There we go. Much better. Re-export. Okay. Alright, but yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. I'm really glad I was able to draw this. She actually came out very nicely. And I can't wait to post this on everything. I might just deal with it tomorrow, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, because posting just takes a lot of time, too. And I want to get as much sleep as I can tonight before work. Because I'm already an hour late from my bedtime that I would usually like to be. So I'm going to get like another 6 hours of sleep now. Which is fine. But still. I'll probably upload this tomorrow. So look forward to that. Like if you liked it. Collins. Either one works. I can't, Pansy. As much as you would like me to, I can't. But yeah, like if you liked it. Subscribe and follow if you wish to see more. Details, other blue plays that I've done in the past in the description below. And yeah, of course, the original picture will be down there too, once I upload it, so. Tomorrow we're going to be doing our Neptune anniversary, look back stream, which, that's at least the one thing I'll do, is I'll upload the schedule, because I always forget to do that on Mondays. So I'll upload the schedule real quickly, and then I'll go to bed. And then, should be it. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fun. We're gonna take a look back at the amount of progress we made in the Rebirth one. So please look forward to that, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow for all that. Oh yeah, also if you saw on the schedule too, it is gonna be a little bit later because I have a doctor's appointment that day after work. So Hopefully it won't take that long though. We'll see. I'm thinking 8:30 to 9 is probably when I'll be on, and I'll be able to stay up a little bit that day too. So that's good for me at least. So yeah, I'll see you guys next stream. Bye bye.